Men, in this video I'm going to give you some extremely powerful concepts that you can apply to any musculoskeletal injury, any location of the body, that will get you strong as quickly as possible after injury. I'm also going to share with you my current hamstring exercises, basically my hamstring protocol that I have been using, which has had extremely powerful results on me in such a short space of time. I injured my hamstring 2 weeks ago, and I can run on my hamstring now 70% speed without any pain. Look at this video. About 5 hours after I injured my hamstring, right, I went in the gym just to self-assess where I was currently at. This is 5 hours. Can't walk, can't run, and it's about a 7, 8 out of 10 pain. Look at the state I'm in. And 7 days later, I'm at about 55%, 60% running without pain for about 3 minutes. If those promises are something that you'd be interested in, then get yourself comfortable. It's great to have you here. But those of you that are new, my name is Paul Green, and I'm the founder of the Longevity Program, which is a strength and conditioning service focused on the development of men over the age of 40. But in a past life, I was a paratrooper and special forces support group operator and a physical training instructor. Over the past decade, I've trained thousands of elite men across defence, including those in the RAF, the Royal Marines and the Parachute Regiment. I'm so fortunate to have this amount of experience, and I'm packaging it in videos like this in order to be as beneficial to people like you as possible. The Longevity Program, fundamentally, my goal with the Longevity Program is to strengthen the joints of men over the age of 40. This gentleman, 50-year-old, this gentleman, 62-year-old, this gentleman in his late 40s. Strengthen the joints, improve the resilience of the joints, and then allow you to continue with the crazy, adventurous, ambitious lives that you live. And that is all. So a little bit of background about this hamstring injury then, by the way. So those of you that don't know, I'm a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I've done it for about 5.5 years. It's one of the most powerful things I've ever done in my life. And I'd massively recommend it to anybody. It's the best recommendation I could ever give anybody. Anyway, I have decided to engage in a bit of a stand-up war with somebody that's done judo for like 25 years. And for those of you that don't know what judo is extremely powerful movements to get somebody to the floor. Me being fairly stable and fairly strong, I don't go down as easy. I'm a bit more stubborn, should you say. Anyway, this guy, Lockie, 25-year judoka, black belt, and he's thrown me all over the place, and I'm doing all I can to stay on my feet. And one of those was me, single leg, RDL type of position, similar to this, bent forward, and he's just thrown me full force. Ba-ba! Anyway, to keep my balance and stop myself face planting, I've stuck my leg out, I've leant forward. Anyway, my right side hamstring, right in the middle, just went pew. It just pinged. I sat on the floor. It was sore as hell from the get-go, and I knew straight away. I was like, oh. In that moment, it was instantly painful. When it's instantly painful, there is a positive to take away from that situation. If it's instantly painful, that means there is high blood flow in that area. High blood flow means a lot of inflammation, and a lot of inflammation means your body will naturally repair that area as fast as possible. Also, the second positive that I took from the injury, it was right in the middle of my hamstring. It was miles away from any tendons and ligaments. It was miles away from any joints. Slap bang in the middle of the hamstring. So I was like, cool, it's not complicated. Because if it starts to go higher than the middle of the hamstring, or if it starts to cross the joints, or it starts to go close to another muscle, you can probably imagine the intricacies of actually strengthening these areas. So it was right in the middle of the hamstring. I was like, right, okay, this is going to be all right. It's going to be sore, but it's going to be all right. And it just gave me an opportunity to back up what I'm saying on this channel and back up what I'm saying when I'm giving advice to my athletes. And everything that I do online and everything I do in my line of work, it just gave me an opportunity to show that I know what I'm talking about. So the concepts that will help you with any musculoskeletal injury. Musculoskeletal means anything attached to the skeleton, whether that's muscles, tendons or ligaments. I want you to challenge me on these. I want you to post the injuries in which you currently have in the comments. And I want you to either use this slide in order to mould a little plan for yourself. I will give you the thumbs up in the comments. Better than that, book onto a call with me, and in about 10 or 15 minutes, I will mould a little plan for you. And I'll send you on your way. It was nice to meet you. We'll have a bit of crack, we'll have a bit of a conversation. See where you're at, and I'll literally mould you a little plan, free of charge, and send you on your way and hopefully get you fitter, stronger as fast as possible. Gentlemen, I'm so fortunate to be in a situation where I've just been gifted people to train throughout the past 10 years. Honestly, it's amazing. I'm just very fortunate for it. So hopefully videos like this aim to package all that experience and all the most important things I've learned to people like you that need it the most. Anyway, let's get straight into it. Isometric training is absolute gold dust, right? Post-injury, the best thing you should be looking to do is isometrically load the injured area. Like, it sounds so simple, right? Isometric contractions is where you contract the muscle, but it doesn't change in length. The joint doesn't change in angle, the muscle doesn't change in length. One way you can do that is by training the surrounding muscles. If you train the surrounding muscles, the supporting muscles may be working isometrically if you choose your exercises correctly. And also, just to bring this one to life, when I pinged my hamstring, as I say 2 weeks ago, my glute on my right side seized up. So the fact that I was training the surrounding muscles allowed the glute to actually loosen off a little bit. So then my glute was like, all right, there's no drama with my glute here, it's just the hamstring. So my glute actually started relaxing and chilling out and just being like, okay, everything's going to be all right. So then that allowed me to actually train my hamstring a little bit better. Because I had like a dead glute. It felt like someone just went whack and just punched me in the arse. And so I was worried that, you know, the strain may have crossed that hamstring to glute, you know, crossing point. Anyway, the next one, earn the right to progress. The protocol that I am going to give you is stages. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, job done. At the end of each stage, there is a little mini test. If you cannot conduct that test, you remain on stage 1. If you cannot conduct the test of stage 2, you will stay on stage 2. And if you cannot conduct the step, you understand it. You know what I mean? So earn the right to progress. Do the exercises properly, and then your body will just take care of the rest. The body will not take care of the rest if you're taking painkillers, if you're taking anti-inflammatories, if you're using ice and plunge pools and all that type of stuff. Forget it. Honestly, just do this stuff. Don't worry about ice and stuff like that and heat therapies. Just let your body do its thing. The body is an amazing machine. Let it do its thing. After you've, with this in the back of your mind, earning the right to progress, soon after you'll be able to start to eccentrically load the area and then concentrically load the area. Eccentric loading is when the target muscle is controlled lengthening of the fibres, and concentrically is the opposite of that. It's controlled shortening of the muscle fibres of the target muscle. And then after that you can do full range of motion, pretty much back in at the gym, obviously at a reduced strength level, you'd like to think, than previous, and then you can start to add impact. What I mean by adding impact is starting to get just a normal bit of the shenanigans that you currently do in the day, whether that's, you know, mountaineering, whether that's rock climbing. You can start doing your things at a reduced intensity, whether that's grappling, you can go in and start doing technique, but not at full intensity. So hopefully you appreciate them concepts, and I want you to challenge me on these, gentlemen. I want you to write in the comments, well, I've got an elbow issue, well, I've got golfer's elbow, what do I do? If I don't reply to your comments on that, book a call with me, call my bluff, jump on my channel, click the link, book a call, click a slot, I will give you, I don't want any money off you, I just want to help you out. And obviously, if you jump on my longevity program, even better, because then we can take this to the next level. 12-week training blocks, change your life. Right, the new subscribers that are to the channel, welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying this video. Men, I said earlier on, like, I'm extremely grateful to have the amount of experience that I've got. And my mission on YouTube is to package all my experience into extremely useful lectures for yourselves. And my mission on the longevity program is to take that to the next 10 levels. Hopefully you appreciate what I'm trying to do here. If you do, subscribe. If you don't, then you'll probably see me anywhere, because I'm not stopping anytime soon. So my hamstring protocol then. Stage 1, 3 exercises. We have the glute bridges, we have bodyweight squats, and we have bike at 50% effort. With the glute bridges and the bodyweight squats, it's important that I am not pushing past 90 degrees of a knee bend, right? The reason being is the further you go down, the more of a stretch that has on the hamstring. So then 3 exercises. And the first session I was doing of this, it wasn't quite 90 degrees. So bear in mind, you have to build up to 90 degrees if you have a more aggressive strain on the hamstring. So that would be a goal for your stage 1. Get to 90 degrees, glute bridges, knee bend, get to 90 degree knee bend, bodyweight squats. The bike is an absolutely awesome tool you can use, no impact, and it just gets a little bit of blood and nutrients into the hamstring muscles, and then, you know, just helps aid that recovery process. So you do that every day, and then when you're feeling confident enough with your form on your bodyweight squats and your glute bridges, you then try the stage 1 test. And the stage 1 test is single leg squats. Oh, don't panic. It's 45 degree knee bend. So it's like a quarter. It's like a quarter squat. Or just over a quarter, maybe like a third squat. Single leg, 10 reps. And the first couple of sets you do of this, you know, you're very, very cautious. Nice and slow movement, but you'll be surprised you can actually achieve it. And that's the stage 1 test. Once you can do that, then you can progress on to stage 2 exercises. Stage 2, add load on stage 1 exercises. Add in glute bridge hamstring dig, hamstring resistance machines, running at 50% speed for 2-minute intervals. Add in load onto the bodyweight squats to 90 degree knee angle. Don't go below 90 degree knee angle. And then your glute bridges, add load onto your glute bridges. Toes elevated. And she is visualizing pulling her hamstrings back, pulling her heels back in this direction. Yeah. So what's happening is the hamstrings are forced to work because her brain is saying, curl my heels towards my bum. Obviously her heels cannot just drag themselves through the floor into this position, but they can try. So your first set, 3-second pulls for 10 reps, and your first set of this exercise, by the way, just make sure you're going at about 50 to 60% effort, because this is the first time you will be solely focusing on the contraction of your hamstrings. Previously, when you're doing the bodyweight squats, bodyweight squats and your glute bridges, the primary muscles are other muscles, but this is the first time in which you are going to focus on the hamstring, and you're going to actually think, let's tense our hamstring a little bit. So be careful to start with, and then slowly start increasing that contraction. Stage 2 is completed when you can run at 70% speed. Stage 3, add load onto the stage 2 exercises, which are your glute bridge hamstring digs, your resistance machines, add more load, and then increase the speed slightly on your running 2-minute intervals. So we now have single leg glute bridges, we have single leg hamstring curls, and we have single leg laying down hamstring curls. Pretty straightforward. And then we progress from stage 3 only when we can run at 100% speed without any concern or without pain. Men, we are at that point of the video where I remind you of my promises. My promises to you was to give you some concepts in which you can apply to any musculoskeletal injury in order for you to get stronger quicker after injury. I was also going to share with you the exact hamstring protocol that I have used, which has served me massively in the past 2 weeks of getting fit after my hamstring injury. I should have just pulled guard. Gentlemen, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Comment if you have any issues on applying the concepts to your current situation. If you want to book a call with me and just get some free knowledge on getting stronger after injury, then do that. If you want to apply for the longevity program to take everything to the next level, please do that as well. If not, I'll see you tomorrow for another one of these fine educational lectures.